Hey everybody, happy Monday and happy 4th of July tomorrow. So, just a quick message to you about the upcoming excitement over the next few weeks. I am so sorry that so many things have come up in some of your lives that really do prevent you from being able to travel and go to Success School. I'm going to miss you, but please know from my heart, I totally understand. And if it were my family that was going through the same things, I wouldn't be able to go either. And I support your choices very much. So, looking forward to being able to shuttle information back to you as I get it at Success School, and looking forward to whatever exciting announcements are there. I will absolutely be channeling them back to you as quickly as I can. My expectation is you're going to see some things show up on your microsite like around the 12th before I actually even get there on that Wednesday. So, be ready for that. You have some fun if you can get near your website or your phone or what have you. Speaking of your website, you're going to notice there's a new look to it, and it's a little different than the other one. So we're just kind of finding our way around and so forth. I so appreciate any feedback you want to throw in the coaches group and the coaches corner. But as far as what we put on social media, let's just, of course, be super careful about that. We want to be able to help and encourage our customers and our great clients, our Advo product lovers, to find what they need to find. So the more familiar you are with it and that I am with it, the more we can actually help people. So if you have a moment or two of downtime and you don't mind, rather than turn on your TV, if you turn on your computer or get on your phone and just negotiate your way around that microsite, that's going to be very helpful. I think I'm going to get more sort of training on why it was changed the way it was changed maybe when we get to Dallas next week. But for now, we're going to go with it. The IT department is pretty advanced and they are pretty tech savvy and they have some foresight on where the company's going, which we don't have. So I think it's all for a good reason. I want to say thank you so much as we've hit the halfway point of this year. My life and my journey with all of you has been just so much fun, such a pleasure. And I'm so looking forward to how many people we can help improve their health over the next 6 months. It just so happens in the past 2 or 3 challenges, there have been some people that kind of engaged and then disengaged. And so that happens from time to time. That is not a reflection on you. If you're able to plug people into the bigger group and introduce them and offer the group me as a coaching tool, as a place to go to for their reference points, and they say no or they shut you down, then you've done what you can. We just all need to stay united and stick together on what we think is important. I am always welcome to hearing your feedback on that. We did decide to continue GroupMe and not to use the Slack application. It just has better graphics and better visual, and I think that those who like that better is made a very strong case for sticking with it. So I appreciate your feedback on that. I just want to also thank you so much for your feedback in the social networking groups, in the Facebook pages particularly, especially in the public one, the one where we have all of our members and challengers. The more you have positive things to say, the more feedback that you give to them, the more welcoming that you are, then the more they really feel like they're immediately part of the culture. And that is our intention. To us, it doesn't matter whether they get started on any products, one product, a 24-day challenge. It doesn't matter. It matters that they have a vehicle that's going to support them and help them get in the direction that that they would like their health to go. And our job is completely to embrace their goals for health and to just continue to interact with each other and to find the best solutions for everybody. And if someone starts and doesn't complete a challenge, or they start and they kind of fade off, always welcome them back. Always welcome them back, unless they're like undermining you or causing some trouble or something, which we can talk about privately if that happens. Just keep them part of the culture and keep offering up the recipes and the thoughts and the food ideas. Have some fun with the whole concept of choosing maybe some more plant-based products or plant-based strategies and a few less animal-based strategies. Speaking of which, one of the main reasons I wanted to reach out to you today is the whole concept of a month of meatless eating. There was a lot of different suggestions on how we can approach this, and I'm sort of officially kind of I put a subtle little post up today, sort of officially kicking it off next Monday. But what I've chosen to do is to really support a Meatless Monday recipe series every Monday for the month of July, and then do the Meatless Month, like really more supported, have more day to day availability of posts up on the Facebook page in August. And that will give people a little dip their toe in the water of it in July. Now, I know like Doris and David are going full blown all in this month, and of course, I am always all in on the meatless thing. So keep posting that. Let's generate some excitement and some curiosity about it. And let's be really careful not to be critical of people that don't want to try it. At the same time, I'm going to be really cautious not to have a ton of criticism being handed to that philosophy, because the bottom line is it's a way healthier way to live. It's just a lot of people can't even imagine making that transition. So if you would please just understand, if I'm making any little corrections to anyone's post, it most likely will be like not you yourselves, but another member. I am going to be uplifting, but I'm going to be very, very like serious, because to me, your health via your food choices is kind of a serious matter. It does make a difference, and I don't want it to be too late before people realize that eating a whole lot of animal product is really harming their health. You know, the day that someone gives someone some bad news about where they're at in their health journey is not really the day that we want to start making all these drastic changes. We want to just sort of guide ourselves into a plant strong eating program, if we can, ahead of any negative repercussions that would come from a really strong animal-based program. And I'm very confident and very convinced, based on everything I've seen, read, and experienced in my outer world, that this is the way to go. And not 100% if you don't want to, but to gravitate away from the heavy meats and cheeses and dairy products, and to use your products, your Advocare products, to supplement like your calciums and some of the proteins you might not get by eating a lot of plant-based food. The last thing I'll say to you as far as proteins go, I am constantly revisiting my my belief in how much protein that we really need. And I say that because I'm going to continue to support the program as it is. I don't necessarily believe that we need a gram of protein for every pound of body weight, which some of my peers and some of the experts in the fitness industry might propose that. So I'm going with about 3/4 of our body weight in grams of protein, and that we very, very gently work our way up to that. And it's not a huge point of education, because most people have no blessed idea how much protein they're actually taking in anyways. We'll always go with combinations of food first, and 4, 5, or 6 small eating events spread throughout the day, with the emphasis on making sure we have our proteins, our healthy fats, and our complex carbohydrates from the sources or the macronutrient list that we have out there. That being said, if you need those documents, please let me know. I'm happy to resend the email. Please make sure every single one of your new challengers has the 3 documents: the macronutrient list, the sample meal and menu plans for the 6 little eating events, and also our snack list. And if you have suggestions on how to evolve that, I'm happy to continue to revise that. I think the fresher our tools are, the better off everything's going to be. So looking forward to the next half of the year. Thank you so much for all your support of everything we do. I'm really looking forward to seeing you grow and bubble up into leadership, if that's a goal of yours, and to see your businesses be really, really profitable, in that you're helping enough people that it is providing you whatever income that you want it to provide you, so that you can do the things that you want to do. If I can help you in any way to look more at the business side of things, just understand that no matter what, the business side of things means you have to constantly be adding people to your team. Constantly be adding people to your team, which means that we have to be sampling product, we have to be connecting to individuals, we have to be learning and developing relationships. If I can help you with any of those things, I'm happy to do that. We have the Facebook community, which I think is an awesome way to connect people to the relationship end of who we are and where our hearts are. So I invite you to constantly bring people onto that Facebook page. Scrutinize their own Facebook page before you do. Make sure their integrity and morality is going to add value to the bigger team. We don't want people who are dropping the F-bomb or being condescending or negative in their comments, or swinging from the bar stool and, sloshing down too much alcohol and so forth. Not that we can't have a little fun, but we don't want that to be the predominant theme of their personal Facebook page. We might not want to add people like that to ours, okay? So take a look at it, and so will the administrators before they actually give permission to add them in. And remember, I would love for you all to get involved with our coaching calls. That is your opportunity to practice your verbiage. I will give you always a little outline on what to cover, and I will always have your back to fill in any gaps or just modify any little statements that we make that need a little bit more clarity. So please don't worry about, well, what if I don't say the right thing? If you want to be part of it, I will ask you to be prepared, and I'll send you the outline ahead of time. But just talk from your heart. You all have done the challenge enough times. You've coached enough people. And to get your voice out in the community is going to give you credibility, and that will automatically invite more people into your organization. It is about having your reputation precede you and having your heart be out there in front so that everybody knows that you are out there to help people. So if you want to do that, please don't hesitate. I just really wish that more people would get involved in that. Even if you take a little speaking part in the call, it is so helpful, and you can always listen back to yourself and work on your delivery if you need to work on that as time goes on. I know I always do that. Every call we ever do, I listen back to the entire thing, and in particular, I'm listening to the scrutiny of my own voice. Am I clear? Is my speed of dialogue appropriate? And also listening for the flow of the call. Did we make our transitions well? I want to be a professional group. So I invite you to be part of that. Have a happy, healthy, safe 4th of July. Please make sure your fur babies are, not susceptible to the louds of the fireworks, and maybe they have a little Benadryl in their system so they can relax a little bit. And let's go forth and have a great, pay period end tomorrow, and then a great second half of our year. I love you guys all, and thank you so much for your support and making this team what it is. I'm so looking forward to our growth in the future. Thanks.